everybody? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Game of the week time. Madden Underground Xbox Pro League Week 14 action in the works. We have a good matchup for you today as B-Guard with the Buccaneers takes on Huncho Hodges and the 49ers. Once again, Madden Underground Week 14 League. Black Phoenix here on the call with my guy, Philly guy. Philly, how we feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. I put a lot of money on Honcho to win this. No bias in the broadcast whatsoever, but I want to see how this plays out.
Hey, same here, same here. And we're going to see how it works out. Once again, guys, this is Madden Underground. You guys are interested in joining the league, go sign up at MaddenUnderground.com. Once again, that's MaddenUnderground.com. And once again, 49ers at home taking on a tough opponent and B-Guard. Huncho coming off the week 10-2, B-Guard 7-5 record. Let me ask you this, Philly. Looking at the two teams, what are you expecting out of this matchup between Huncho and B-Guard?
Well, I'm expecting for B-Guard to air it out. I mean, he loves to pass the ball. Honcho, I just don't know. He's made some trades, so his team is a lot more potent than they were when they started off. But I am definitely expecting for there to be a lot of blitzing from his defense. And I think that's going to be the difference in the game. I think it's going to be the amount of pressure that he's able to put on the Buccaneers in this passing attack.
Well said, well said. And then as you guys can see on your screen, we're going to be looking at things from B-Guard's side of the house. Again, you're going to be seeing all the defensive adjustments that B-Guard is going to be making and also the offensive adjustments that B-Guard is going to make. As we start the first quarter here, like you mentioned the trades earlier, not the normal 49ers that you normally see out of franchise. This time, Huncho Hodges coming out with Justin Herbert, the former Chargers quarterback here. And we're going to see how he does here as he comes out in this single back trips right here. Once again, Huncho on offense, B-Guard on defense here. Runs a stretch left to Mitchell. Mitchell getting out there, first down. And big play to start off the game. Philly gain of 17 right there for Mitchell.
Yeah, I like the way that B-Guard tried to bring his defense up. But as you see, Honcho's able to get to the edge, and he's hitting those running lanes, and that could have been a touchdown.
Yeah, let's see how B-Guard adjusts from that. Again, that's not something you want to do with the first play of the game, giving up that big of a yards. So here we go. Gun bunch here for Huncho. Once again, Justin Herbert. Justin Jefferson also making his appearance, too, on the stream. He's going to be on the left side of your screen. Solo receiver on the bunch side, motioning in real quick. And let's see what happens here. Justin Herbert throwing it out to the flats. Not going to gain too many yards right there. Gain of one right there for Mitchell. And, again, B-Guard's defense standing up this time, Philly.
Yeah, I think that was just kind of just feeling him out a little bit. Wanted to get the ball out quick to Mitchell in the event that B-Guard was blitzing. So, nice safe throw, nice safe read. But I expect for him to try to push the ball downfield a little bit more.
And once again, coming out in that gun bunch formation, Kittle was the X factor. Adam Thielen, another X factor there. And once again, Adam Thielen coming up with a big play right there. And Adam Thielen, short end elite, slot-o-matic right there, able to come up with a big play right there for 22 right there, Philly.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a lot of Minnesota Vikings on this 49ers team. And you know what? It's a great trade, especially when you have the impact of moving the ball down the field like Honcho is on this first drive.
And Huncho coming out with a counter Y right there. Only gain of 2 right there. Great defense by B-Guard, Tampa 2. On this defensive line for B-Guard, you got Vita Vea. That's going to be your guy that's in the middle right there with that under pressure ability. Let's see how it affects Justin Herbert as he's making more adjustments. As you see him barking out orders, takes a snap right there, gun bunch formation. George Kittle right there. Great first down right there. High point pass right there for Kittle. And that's that Justin Herbert high point dead-eye ability coming into play. And Kittle, that main star of the show right there, coming up with a big gain of 21 right there.
Yeah, and you love to see Honcho attack the formation. He flipped the play and hiked it before B-Guard was able to make any adjustments. It was a smart adjustment by Honcho, and that's why he's at the 13-yard line looking to punch it in for a touchdown.
And let's see if he can punch it in right there. Again, same deal, gun bunch, one of the best formations in this game. And get a little bit of a freeze connection right there. It's all good. Looks like he's going to change the formation a little bit to this gun-tight slots right here. Going to run it with Mitchell right there. Not happening right there. Loss of 3 right there. We mentioned Vita Vea earlier, making a big play right there.
Yeah, huge play. I would have liked to see him try to throw the ball a little bit. He has B-Guard off balance with some of these flipping and formation audibles.
And once again, gun bunch, this time motioning Gray over middle of the point receiver to the left side. Looks like corner out open. Didn't throw it. Justin Herbert takes off able to get great yards out of that. And Justin Herbert, sneaky athletic right there. 9-yard game right there. It's a 3rd and 3 for Huncho.
Yeah, that was amazing by Herbert right there. I mean, you see him get out. He's running for his life, and he was able to get out of bounds. 3rd and 3. I mean, clearly Honcho's been able to move the ball down the field. So I would expect for him to have a lot of options after running with the quarterback on that play.
And let's see if B-Guard can stand up for himself right there. As you guys can see one more time, Justin Herbert getting a nice gain of 9 right there, making it a 3rd and manageable situation. How can B-Guard respond here at Philly? If you're B-Guard right now, you see your opponent moving the ball easily on his first drive. Is there anything that you would change, or are you sticking with the status quo?
Well, I think what we just saw right there, he was bringing the pressure. That Overstorm Brave, we know that it has a lot of success. And as long as Honcho is going to stay in a gun formation, I think B-Guard should consider bringing this type of pressure to try to force him into making quick decisions on the field.
Let's see if B-Guard listens to your advice right there. As we see Justin Herbert once again barking out orders, snaps the ball right here, throws it to the sideline right there, and that's going to be a touchdown right there. Touchdown, Huncho right there. Danny Gray getting involved in action with that mesh post right there, and that's going to be an easy completion against man covers right there, Philly. Great play.
Yeah, it's going to be a game of cat and mouse. I think we're going to see that all game long. But if you're not able to get pressure, as we see here, there really wasn't any pressure. Your opponent's going to have plenty of time to make the smart read and the smart throw. And Honcho did that and was able to get the touchdown.
Yeah, and once again, Danny Gray making that play for a touchdown right there. 7-0. Huncho Hodges going up over B-Guard. And once again, we're going to see how B-Guard responds to this coming out here. Again, we're seeing things from the B-Guard's perspective here on both offense and defense. And it's going to be interesting as Leonard Fournette tries to get loose right there and not able to do much right there, getting to the game 27-yard line right here. All right, so B-Guard coming out here. Tom Brady. Tommy ball game. We know about him. We love him or hate him, depending on how you look at it. B-Guard's got Tom Brady kind of juiced up right now with a little bit of high point dead eye, hot route master, pass leader lead, gunslinger, and fearless. Again, the pressure really is going to be the biggest thing to get Tom Brady moving Philly out of his normal comfort spot. So do you expect Huncho to send a lot of pressure here or just kind of let his front four do the work?
I think he's definitely going to send the pressure to see how B-Guard reacts. We know that Tom Terrific is not going to be scrambling outside of the pocket like we saw Herbert on that previous drive. So he's kind of a sitting duck there. So we're going to see how Honcho deals with him and if he's going to commit to bringing pressure consistently.
And we see James Cook, on that gun split close formation right there. Something of a staple in the older Maddens. We see it coming to life in Madden 23. Gun split close, 2 running backs, or in this case now 1 running back and 1 tight end in the backfield. 3 wide receivers. It's going to be interesting to see how B-Guard adjusts right there. As you can see, Tom Brady with that hot route master. And let's see how he does. Tom Brady dropping back. Able to complete it to Mike Evans right there. 13-yard gain. And Mike Evans is going to be the guy you want to watch for in this passing game, Philly.
Yeah, we all know how potent aggressive catches are. And you don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to go deep? Is he going to go inside? Is he going to go outside? Honcho's definitely got his eye on him. And he's going to have to make sure that he doesn't get loose on this drive.
Yeah, well said. Again, Mike Evans with that short in elite, deep out elite. So you already know Ags are definitely going to be real here with B-Guard if he decides to throw those one-on-one passes right here. Once again, coming out split close, going PAFL slide right there. Has the flat open, decides to throw it. That's Davidson. And that's going to be a good completion of 6 right there. Great check down to the flat. Wanted a little bit more initially, but great check down to the flat right there, Philly. Gain of 6.
Yeah, and all those abilities that you mentioned before, they're really playing into what B-Guard's able to do right now and getting the ball out of his hands quickly and making smart reads, even if it is a check down.
And we see Tom Brady dropping back again, and that's going to be a completion right there. That is Chris Godwin right there. Great play right there from Chris Godwin, able to keep his feet in bounds and get himself a nice first down right there, Philly.
Yeah, hot route master, it's just so hard to defend because you're going to see receivers running routes they don't normally run in a certain formation, and those combinations can be really tricky. But Honcho's doing a good job of keeping all of the receivers in front of him, and he's not giving up the big play so far.
And you see B-Guard switching it up right here, going with that tight Y off formation, trying to get Cook involved and starting to run the game. Unable to do it, unfortunately. And that's going to be a 2nd and 7 right there, gain of 3. And we're going to be seeing this defensive line of Hunchos. We failed to mention them a little bit earlier. Nick Bosa, X Factor, Fearmonger, edge threat, under pressure, 2 of the best abilities in this game, Philly. And let's see how much Bosa can affect Tom Brady. You mentioned earlier, Tom's not running anywhere. He's not going anywhere. He's got like 50-something speed, or maybe even 40-something speed at this point in time in his career in Madden. Are you looking for that matchup between Bosa and Tristan Wirfs on your right side?
Definitely something I think we should be paying attention to, because as this field starts to shorten, you see him make a play right there. It's going to be a little bit more challenging to get the ball into some of those windows that we saw moving up and down the field.
Yeah, and Bosa, like you mentioned, making that big play right there, loss of a few yards right there, and you see Tom Brady making some hot route adjustments right there, moving Davison over to the right, creating a little bit of a bunch look, check it down to Dotson. It takes a big hit right there, 4th and 2, and we got ourselves a decision right here, Philly.
Yeah, we definitely do. And I don't know if you saw it on the previous play, but it looked like Bosa was triple teamed. So B-Guard is well aware of where he is on the field, and hopefully he can convert that into a first down.
Let me see right there, deciding to go for it on 4th and 3. Nice corner route right there. The Godwin unable to make a play right there. Tom Brady missing the throw right there. And if you're B-Guard right now, Philly, I imagine you'd be really upset right now with what just happened.
Yeah, I mean, you made the read. It's one-on-one coverage. The receiver's open. You got gunslinger. You got hot route master. You have all those abilities. Why didn't he make the play? So, B-Guard, he can't live in the moment. He's got to get back on defense and see if he can maybe force Honcho into a turnover and try to put some points on the board.
Yeah, let's see how B-Guard adjusts to that. Again, Herbert right here. Big play to Thielen, corner route right there. Able to make the catch. Big play right there. And Justin Herbert kind of cooking right now. 5 for 6, 83 yards. And Adam Thielen making big plays in a very short amount of time right here, Philly.
Yeah, neither one of them is holding on to the ball very long. So these reads are lightning quick. They have the abilities to get the balls in the hands of their receivers as quickly as possible.
And you see right there, verticals play again. Thielen once again making plays right there. That's another first down. And this Herbert to Thielen connection going really strong right now. Thielen 3 receptions, 65 yards. And again, Herbert having himself a nice day too. If you're B-Guard right now, Philly, are you looking to maybe double team Thielen or maybe put some more adjustments over there? Because Thielen seems to be cooking right now.
I think he wants to do that, but then you have Honcho do something like this right here. He runs that counter Y, and it just kind of takes away the defensive hot route adjustments, because now you got to worry about the run as opposed to the pass.
Well said, well said. And let's see, 2nd and 1 right here. Again, Huncho sticking in this gun bunch formation. When he has audible, has been to a gun tight slot formation. Great coming across the formation. We've seen him earlier do that for a touchdown. Another counter Y right there. This time, not happening right there. It's Vita Vea and a couple of others make a play right there for a big loss right there. 3rd and 3. Let's see how he responds. Going no huddle right here. Let's see what kind of hot routes Herbert comes up with here. It takes a snap right here. 5 out. Kittle right there, making guys miss. Jukes moves and then gets down to about the 3-yard line. Big play right there from George Kittle right there. And Huncho's able to get a big first down right there.
I mean, it's just absolutely too much to ask for your defense to be able to stop Kittle, stop Thielen, stop Jefferson. You got to pick your poison. And that time, Kittle made him pay.
Yeah, and we saw B-Guard try to do that hard flat adjustment. His defender kind of ran into each other. And as a result, those two got mixed up right there, and Kittle able to make a big play after catches. So, again, we've seen it before. Mesh post to Danny Gray, 7 for a touchdown last drive. Do we anticipate the same play again? Or actually, maybe not. He's changing it up a little bit. Let's see what he comes out in. And going to throw an RPO pass. Looks like a jailbait screen. And that's going to be a touchdown. Justin Jefferson with the gritty right there, Philly. And excellent play call right there for your Huncho.
That is a beautiful play call. I love the PA jailbait screen, against man coverage. It takes a little bit of time to develop, but it is super deadly as you see 4 blockers out there against 2 defenders, and he pretty much just walks in for the touchdown.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. I'm not going to lie. You see Justin Jefferson, like you mentioned, a lot of Vikings on the San Francisco 49ers team this team, making it extremely potent right there. You've seen Adam Thielen cooking. Now Justin Jefferson in for a touchdown, busting out that gritty that we see added to Madden 23 this year. B-Guard down 2 possessions now, 14-0. If you're B-Guard, is this the time to panic? Or do you stick with the status quo? You got 2-minute warning coming up, 3 timeouts. What are you kind of calling here on offense if you're B-Guard right here, Philly?
I don't think he needs to change anything. We saw him having success doing a little bit of audibling and doing a lot of hurry up. Obviously, Tom Brady didn't make that throw to get him the first down or even the touchdown, but he just needs to continue to do what he's been doing. He's been successful getting first downs and moving the chains. So there's no need for him to try to change anything up right now.
And we see a big play to James Cook right there. Again, 14-0, B-Guard with these Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Huncho and the 49ers throws a corner route to Chris Godwin right there. Chris Godwin getting loose, gets tackled right there at the 17. 2-minute warning coming up. And like you said, Philly, stick with the status quo. And Chris Godwin able to make a huge play for B-Guard right there.
Yeah, Huncho caught a little bit of a break because the 2-minute warning hit, but B-Guard was cooking on that drive. No huddle, making the reads, making the throws, receivers wide open, and he's putting himself back into this game.
Nicely said, nicely said. And again, the split close formation is B-Guard's main formation that he likes to run. This time, audibling into I-form slot close. Going with the stretch here. James Cook getting loose, able to get down at the 9-yard line. Gain of 8 right there. And this goes into that cat and mouse game that you were talking about earlier, Philly. You saw B-Guard kind of pass him with the split close. Now going down to I-form and running the football. Is this part of that cat and mouse game that you were talking about with the strategies?
I think it has to be. I mean, it was a beautiful cutback to the inside on the stretch play. B-Guard is not typically known for being an effective runner. However, you can see that he's definitely added to his repertoire with that big play cutting it back to the inside on the stretch.
Yeah, and if you guys are wondering what kind of playbook B-Guard is in, I believe this is either the 49ers or the New York Jets playbook that you can find here in regular teams, regular playbooks here. And once again, we see B-Guard going to this I-form slot close. We've seen them run before for a big gain. Let's see if we can do it again in here. Hands the ball to James Cook. James Cook not going anywhere, it looks like, as we get a 4th and 2. And again, this is big decision time right here, Philly.
Yeah, I mean, it's really no question in my mind that he has to go for it. I mean, he went for it last time, didn't get the yards that he was expecting on that stretch play. But again, the field is a lot shorter, so the defenders are going to react a lot faster. So I'm curious to see what his go-to play is right here in that same situation as before.
Yeah, like you mentioned before, missing the route to Chris Godwin right there cost him big points right there. Coming back out in the split close to see if he goes back to Godwin right there. This time going to James Cook right there. And that's going to be a touchdown for James Cook and touchdown Tampa Bay, touchdown B-Guard. And great check down to James Cook right there, Philly. Wide open and flat, nobody home.
It was an excellent read. He attacked the formation. Huncho came up with his defender that gave him the separation he needed to get the ball to Cook and in for the touchdown.
And B-Guard showing some life right now. Again, down 14-0. Now make it 14-7 as extra point is good. So now, minute 23 left. Huncho has the ball. 1 timeout, has been absolutely cooking so far with Justin Herbert, Adam Thielen, and Justin Jefferson. Now, if you're in this situation, let's flip the script here, Philly. Let's say you're Huncho now. Mm-hmm. Are you trying to score as quick as possible, or are you trying to just shoot the clock down so B-Guard doesn't have an opportunity to even do anything on offense?
Yeah, I don't think the Huncho even knows how to chew the clock, to be honest with you. So I fully expect him to be going full throttle. He's probably not going to be thinking about what could go wrong. He's thinking about what he can do to put more points up on the board.
And speaking of what could go wrong, that almost went wrong. And Adam Thielen right there coming down and double covers with the aggressive catch right there. And that is a touchdown, San Francisco 49ers, touchdown, Huncho. And just like that, Philly, full throttle it is. That was just amazing right there, man. Adam Thielen right there.
You know what? I felt some kind of way. We talked about this off air. I had a rough day in my game. And as we see the zones reacting, Thielen doesn't care. He goes up, catches it, and as Snipe says, took it to the crib.
TTC to the crib for a touchdown. Shout out to my guy Snipes, man, doing his thing out there, man, on the ones and twos of Brian also, man. Again, shout out to everybody in the chat coming through right there. If you guys are entertained, man, say something in the chat, man. It's 144 y'all. Once again, Black Phoenix on the call. My guy Philly with a color commentary as always. Again, you're watching Madden Underground Xbox Pro League, Week 14, game of the week here. Again, B-Guard with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and then Huncho Hodges that just scored right there with the San Francisco 49ers. Let's see how B-Guard responds. Again, down 14 once again. Has to show some fight, has to show some life. Again, Tom Brady with his hot rod master. See if he can make some magic happen as we see right there, making some adjustments to this gun split close formation right here. 2 running backs right here, so he can't adjust the gun tight as he goes and gets it to Mike Evans with that short end of the league. Gain of 5 right there. It has to hurry up right here as he does. Doesn't decide to burn a timeout here. Let's see what Tom Brady can cook up right here. Goes for play action, FL slide. One of the staples to split close. Has a wide open guy, and Mike Evans and B-Guard looks to respond back as Mike Evans gets in for a touchdown. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Touchdown B-Guard right there. And like you mentioned, Philly, Mike Evans making himself known in this game as a beautiful throw and catch, wide open, nobody home. And that's an easy score for B-Guard.
It's just such a beautiful play. I mean, you're watching the different route combinations, but B-Guard had scored in a little over a minute in 6 plays on that last drive. Here he's scoring in 2 big plays down the field. He's right back in this fight, and we know that he's going to be getting the ball back at halftime.
Oh, yeah, and that's a big factor. In case you guys haven't been paying attention so far, that does play a huge factor in what decisions you make with B-Guard getting the ball back. And again, Hunter with 1 timeout here, got it in double coverage with Adam Thielen. And again, Adam Thielen doesn't have any kind of deep in, deep out abilities. So unfortunate for B-Guard right there, giving up that big touchdown. So if you're B-Guard, knowing that, again, Huncho wants to go full throttle here, are you playing a little bit more conservative, or are you still trying to bring pressure here against Justin Herbert?
I think he's going to try to bring some pressure, but I think he's going to have to do a little bit more coverage because Huncho only has 1 timeout. So you want that clock to keep rolling, and you want to make sure that you give yourself an opportunity to not give up a big play.
And speaking of big plays right there, and that's big for B-Guard as he gets a strip fumble right there. Carlton Davis with the scoop. And let's see what happens here. Gets down at the 15-yard line. Like you mentioned, that is extremely huge right there in terms of big plays. Obviously not for Huncho, but definitely for B-Guard. And again, you mentioned B-Guard gets the ball back here with 33 seconds left in the half right now. This is huge, Philly. Like this opens up so many opportunities for B-Guard to score right here and get the ball back at half 20 and tie it at 21.
Yeah, I mean, all gas, no break for Huncho. He came up short on that particular drive with the strip fumble, but you know what? He has a chance to make a play here, try to hold B-Guard to 3, even though he's going to be getting the ball back at halftime, and that's the best that he could hope for.
Yeah, and you see he tried to take off with Tom Brady like that. Tom Brady's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. He's not scaring anybody with his legs at this point in Madden career. So again, big sack right there, 2nd and 14 right there. Again, shout out to Snipes with the subscription right there. We appreciate your support. Shout out to Steel Curtin and B-Pack in the chat right there. And B-Guard, let's see how he bounces back right there. Tom Brady is I-4 slot close right there. Has the corner route B open, and that's who he throws it to. And that's going to be a touchdown Tampa Bay, touchdown B-Guard. And just like that, Philly, we are tied 21 up and before the half.
Yeah, I mean, he was down 14. And as you can see, every one of his drives, he has been explosive. It has been big plays. It has been great reads. He hasn't forced the ball at all. He's played his style, and he's tied it up with an opportunity in 24 seconds. If he can keep Huncho from scoring, from taking the lead, and being in charge of this ball game.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, again, Huncho on his last drive that didn't fumble, he's scored off an aggressive catch with Adam Thielen right there in double coverage. So you already know Huncho's looking for the big plays all the time. Again, this time it has to be a little bit more careful. It did get strip fumbled, unfortunately. So let's see how Huncho responds right here. Again, 1st and 10 right here, end of the half, 21 all. Has Justin Jefferson on your left side of the screen, Adam Thielen in motion to your right, George Kittle in the middle. Let's see what Justice Herbert decides to cook up here as you see him barking out orders in this gun bunch formation right here. Looks like a corner route right there. Danny Gray right there. Big play right there. 1st down, Huncho with 19 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, and you can see he's 11 for 12. So he's not making any bad reads. That strip fumble, it happens. It's in the game. He's not even thinking about that right now. He's throwing the ball, making the reads, getting out of bounds, driving down the field so he can put some points up on the board right before the half.
Well said. Well said. And again, B-Guard can't afford to give up really too many points here. Getting the ball back at half is just so that way we remind you guys. And it looks like pressure's coming in right there. Justin Jefferson not able to make a catch right there. That's going to be second down and 10 right there. Thought he came down with it. Ball came out at the last minute right there. And that's a good play for B-Guard's defense.
Yeah, that's a great play, especially because the clock is your friend right now. So it remains to be seen if Honcho's going to try to go across the middle again or if he's going to keep trying to work these corner routes.
And as we can see, we're going to see what Justin Herbert decides to cook up. Gets flushed out of the pocket right there. Goes to the right side. Down goes Herbert right there. Shaq Barrett able to make a play right there. And he's just going to let the time tick right here at the end of the half. So that's going to be 21-21. Once again, B-Guard versus Huncho Hodges here. And Philly, talk about it. What did you like out of that first half that you've seen from both sides and both teams?
Well, I mean, I really like the fact that both of them were just getting up and down the field. They were making quick decisions, quick reads, getting rid of the ball, playing very up-tempo, not allowing the other opponent an opportunity to set their defense. And with the exception of the Thielen play and the strip fumble, they both have pretty much been playing very even to this point. So I'm really curious to see what adjustments that they make in this second half to try to gain control of this particular matchup to try to get a win.
Yeah, well said. Well said. I'm also on the same boat. Again, both guys very explosive in offense and making some plays on defense. And again, we'll see how this barn burner kind of turns out. Right there is Leonard Fournette takes it down to the 29-yard line. Again, shout out to everybody coming through. If you guys haven't done so, if you're brand new to the channel, make sure you hit that follow button or subscribe if you want to take that support to the next level. Again, shout out to Snipes with the subscription. And again, if you guys are interested in joining this type of league, go ahead and sign up at MaddenUnderground.com. Once again, that's MaddenUnderground.com. Has leads on both Xbox and PlayStation 5. So go ahead and make sure to sign up, and we'll get you on that wait list, and we'll make sure you guys are good to go. Again, B-Guard starting off with the rock this time, as we mentioned earlier. James Cook, gain of 2 right there. Not much doing on the ground, like you mentioned. B-Guard not usually typically the best runner right there, and we'll see. Like you mentioned earlier, Philly. Let's see how this turns out. Again, the main matchup I'm looking at is this Nick Bosa and this Tristan Wirfs on your right hand side of the screen. What about you, Philly?
Yeah, you definitely want to pay attention. I mean, B-Guard has 2 superstars on his offensive line, but he's not taking anything for granted. He understands how much pressure Bosa can bring. As we see him make another beautiful read and throw to Godwin. So he's well aware of that type of pressure, but he's doing everything he can to move out of that pocket and make the right throws and give Tom Brady some time.
Yeah, well said. And that was just barely over that defender here. If that throw was not perfect by Tom, that could have been going the other way right there. A big play by Godwin, like you mentioned right there. First down for B-Guard. As you can see, he split close right there, coming out this 2 running back set this time. Going I-form close this time, not slot close, regular I-form close as he runs stretch right there. James Cook getting out there, getting the first down right there. Big play right there, down to the 28. And looks like James Cook trying to actually cook out there, Philly guy.
Yeah, he's out there cooking. B-Guard is doing a good job of continuing to run the ball. He's got nothing but positive yardage, but this gives him an opportunity to try to control the clock. And that, could end up possibly working in his favor as the game progresses.
Well said. Well said. And there we go. First down and 10. Once again, this time, again, 2 running back receivers here as we see Mike Evans going in motion with that corner route. That's that hot route master ability coming into play right there for Tom Brady. As he steps back right there, throws it to Evans. Looks like it's going to be intercepted right there by Ward. And that is a huge play right there if you're Huncho to get a stop right as you needed it with a big interception right there. Ward able to make a play right there for Huncho.
Yeah, as you can see here, it was a mistake by B-Guard. He had 2 receivers in the same area. I'm not too sure what was supposed to happen on the short side of the field with the running back coming up the field like that. But it gave Huncho a chance to make a play on the ball, and he was able to intercept it. And now he's driving down to try to take the lead.
And we see right there again, Mitchell, 5 for 26 right there. Also not able to get the run game going right here. Again, Huncho staying in this gun bunch formation. Again, tried and true gun bunch specialist right now. And again, Justin Herbert got Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, And we haven't heard too much from George Kittle ever since the first quarter, but let's see if he makes a difference right there as Earl Mitchell takes a big hit right there, 3rd and 6 right there. And decent game, again, for Mitchell. Not great, but again, trying to mix it up, playing a little bit of cat and mouse right there, Philly.
Yeah, this is the first time that we're seeing Honcho be conservative, but you can't blame him. I mean, he's got his back up against the end zone, so he's definitely conscious of where he is on the field and wants to make the right play.
Oh, had a free runner right there. It doesn't matter right there. Able to get it to George Kittle right there as he makes a big play right there down at the 30-yard line. And I mentioned Kittle's name before, saying he wasn't making a big impact. And there he goes right there, showing me up right there, Philly.
Yeah, it's great to have a check down in the form of George Kittle. I mean, he's making big plays every time that he gets the football in his hands. And it's just such a nice check valve to have when you have Thielen and Jefferson out on the field, driving the ball down the field.
Let's see if he can keep this momentum going again. Justin Herbert right there with that high route master of his own. So we can see exactly what kind of routes that Huncho is going to be coming out with. Again, Danny Gray in motion. That's going to be the guy that scored a touchdown earlier in this game. Let's see what happens with him as Justin Herbert takes the snap right there. Gets hit right there. George Kittle with a late breakup right there. And again, 2nd and 10 right there. Try to go with a little bit of a high point pass right there. Unable to come down with it this time.
Yeah, he caught a break because that pressure was definitely coming off the edge. It could have been a big play for B-Guard, but right now he'll just have to take it as a breakup, an incomplete pass.
As you see, 2nd and 10 right there. Again, this gun bunch formation, pressure coming in, and unfortunately drops the ball right there. Once again, throws it almost right to B-Guard. You don't want to keep throwing to the user like that, but again, 3rd and 10 right there for Huncho, and kind of living a little bit more dangerous this time with the high point passes and throws in the traffic right there, Philly.
He is, and B-Guard has made some excellent adjustments. His user for the last 2 downs has been exceptional. Wasn't able to come up with the defensive play, but it's 3rd and 10, and we got to keep our eye on George Kittle to see if Huncho tries to get him the ball.
Yeah, definitely. And again, B-Guard user in it right there, Levante David right there. We haven't mentioned him too much lately. Is Devin White able to make a tackle on George Kittle right there? Not too much of a game right there. And this is actually one, if I think of anything, Philly, this is probably the biggest decision of the game so far right now. A 4th and 6 tie ball game. If you don't get this, B-Guard gets excellent field position. What are you calling right here if you're Huncho?
Well, I'm definitely going to be looking for Kittle. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm not running the ball. I'm paying attention to that alignment. So it looks like there's probably some zone going on here, but I'm trying to get the ball to Kittle.
Yeah, and you guys are seeing, again, this is from B-Guard's perspective. So you see all the adjustments needed to stop Huncho's bunch offense right there as Justin Herbert gets it right over Levante David right there. And once again, you mentioned it, Kittle, you're going to him. And that's exactly what Huncho did right there. Big play, 1st down right there for Huncho.
Well, yeah, he checked off of Kittle and threw it to Thielen because B-Guard was anticipating to throw to Kittle too, and that's why Thielen was able to come across the middle on that mesh post. It was an excellent play call, very patient decision from Huncho to get the ball to Thielen, who's also clutch on 4th down.
Yes, and my fault, folks. I meant to definitely say Thielen on that one. My fault. It is what it is. Anyways, going right there with the play right there to Mitchell right there on a halfback power. 2nd and inches right there. Getting some life every time he's been under center. When he's been shotgun, Mitchell hasn't been really cooking and eating that much. But we'll see how he bounces back. B-Guard once again come down this nickel over, aka nickel normal. As we see right there, Justin Herbert barking out the commands and the orders right now. As we see, hand off to Mitchell right there. Short game, but just enough to get the 1st down right there. And deciding to go a little bit up tempo right there. Very interesting decision right there. Let's see what he decides to call here. Once again, 1st down, going with the gun tight slots formation right here from single back trips, play action play. And gets it right over the defender, George Kittle this time. George Kittle comes up with the touchdown right there. And that's touchdown 49ers and touchdown Hodges right there, Philly.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know you the way I do. I know you can see into the future. So you were talking about this play a couple of downs earlier. You knew that Kittle was going to make a big play. We all know linebackers can't jump. And right there, easy play touchdown. Kittle scores, and Huncho is in the lead with 36 seconds left to go in the 3rd. B-Guard has to be disappointed that he was able to let Huncho drive all the way down the field and put up points on the board.
Yeah, you mentioned linebackers can't jump. Normally, Levante David with that lurker ability, B-Guard decided to take that off and go with film study and mid-zone KO. So even despite those abilities, linebackers cannot jump in this game without lurker, and that cost them big time right there as George Kittle was able to make a play right there for a touchdown. Now, this is going to be interesting for B-Guard. Again, this has been going punch for punch. Both teams looking like boxers in a boxing ring in a very well high stakes fight. Let's see how B-Guard responds back, coming out gun split close once again with Tom Brady, Tom Terrific, Tommy Ballgame, no matter what you call him. That is Tom Brady. So here we go, going with the B route. That's Godwin right there, able to make a first down right there. And again, tight coverage right there, but perfect throw by Brady. And that's Chris Godwin for a first down, Philly.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can't call it any better than that. I mean, he's 11 for 13. We know about the one interception. He was probably trying to go to Evans on that go route, but Tom Terrific, able to put the ball in a small window, get the completion for the first down.
And see Brady dropping back again, gets it to Leonard Fournette this play. We haven't talked too much about Leonard Fournette. We've seen him on special teams returning kicks right there, not making too much of an impact in terms of the game. Normally, you would see a lot of Bucs users using Fournette in the power run game, try to bully people over. B-Guard not going with that approach. Really, you think that's interesting, or just kind of standard for Bucs users?
I think that's pretty standard for Bucs users. But what I like is the fact that he's trying to get the ball to Fournette out in open space to allow him to maybe break a tackle and get some yards down the field.
And Tom Brady, once again, great throw right there. Mike Evans, big play, first down. We mentioned Mike Evans earlier. Again, making huge plays, 4 for 108 right there. Definitely making his mark in this particular game right here. As we see B-Guard cooking out of this gun split close. You can audible down to I form if you have two running backs. And you can also audible to formations like gun tight if you have 3 wide receivers and 1 tight end. As we see James Cook right there, gain of 7 right there. And again, trying to get Cook to actually cook and, it's having some decent results for them. Right now, it's kind of simmering right now. It's not like cooking. He's got about like a good simmer right now, Philly.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll definitely take a side of 7 yards on first down. And we haven't seen anything big in the running game. It's just been enough from both players to keep the other one honest in their defensive adjustments.
And right there, try to keep him honest right there. And that time not working so well for Cook right there. As 3rd and 4 right there, loss of 2 right there. And you see Huncho in this dollar formation trying to see the pressure right there. Mike Evans making his name known again, coming up big time for B-Guard again and again right there on that streak right there, giving up the seams. And just like that, pitch and catch right there for B-Guard.
Yeah, it's really, really tough, especially when you're in no huddle for Honcho to make the adjustments necessary. B-Guard recognized it and got the ball out quickly to Mike Evans in the seam for the first down.
And see, once again, Tom Brady barking out these orders, making hot routes out there. Again, let's see what B-Guard can cook up right there. So far, looking good. Again, wants to make sure that he doesn't turn the ball over here as he throws it right. Once again, Chris Godwin. Gain of 2 right there, not the biggest gain. But again, Godwin kind of cooking in this game a little bit. 6 from 115. And, once again, it's kind of hard to stop Mike Evans on one side, and then you have Godwin on another side, Philly.
It is, but I think we had talked about the inability of Tom Brady to be able to get outside of the pocket, and it's going to be very tough for B-Guard to continue to push the ball down the field here as we see him with the completion, because Honcho was all over those route combinations, and it seems like he may continue to run a little bit more man coverage to try to force B-Guard into making some mistakes.
And as we see right there, angle route this time, Fournette runs somebody over like that, and that gets him a touchdown right there. Touchdown Tampa Bay, touchdown B-Guard, Leonard Fournette running somebody over, power football right there, and B-Guard ties it up just like that, Philly.
Yeah, we talked about getting Fournette the ball so that he could do just that, so that he could truck a couple people, and we thought it would be for first downs, but he hit him on that Texas route, and he was able to get the touchdown.
Kick is up and kick is good. Once again, Leonard Fournette, we talked about him, able to make some power moves right there, getting the end zone. Those defenders need a little bit more milk, hit the weight room a little bit. And once again, we see Huncho Hodges coming in now, tied 28-28, 4th quarter, 3 minutes left in the game right here. Forget to tell the chat, put your fours in the chat as we see a great game once again. Are you guys not entertained? You guys got to be entertained. I mean, this is great Madden football that we're seeing out of both competitors right now. And again, it's going to probably looks like right now it's going to come down to the wire, Philly.
Yeah, that last drop for B-Guard, it was his longest of the day. It was about 3.5 minutes long, about 9 plays. So he's definitely trying to get the ball last in this game, and that's what it may come down to.
Yeah, right there, RPO screen right there. Justin Jefferson getting a little bit loose. He had a touchdown earlier, kind of quiet a little bit lately, but great play right there. Great play call, great blocking right there as Justin Jefferson able to get a huge first down right there, Philly.
Yeah, he definitely caught B-Guard slipping. I mean, Jefferson was matched up against the safety on the RPO. Safety's not going to be able to fight over those blocks to make the play. Nice play, nice throw by Honcho.
And you see right there the play call breakdown, 20 passes, 10 rushing yards for Honcho as he throws it right out there. Adam Thielen, we mentioned his name a lot in this particular cast right there. 344 for 4 touchdowns. Justin Herbert having himself a day. Adam Thielen almost over the 200-yard mark, having himself a day. And it's going to be interesting to see what adjustments B-Guard makes because, again, Thielen and Herbert have this kind of connection that they're absolutely cooking right now.
Yeah, Honcho was doing a great job. We said that counter Y again, but he hit him with the no huddle. And again, I got my money on Kittle on this play. Critical 3rd and 5.
Yeah, let's see what happens if you're right again. As we get down to the 2-minute warning right here. Actually, snaps it before the 2-minute warning right there. As a catch right there, Justin Jefferson with another big play right there. This time on the bunch trail post route on a solo side receiver. And that was actually interesting. I thought he was going to let it go to the 2-minute warning. Decided to snap it right before. And Justin Jefferson, nobody home right there until later on and makes a big boy play right there, man. That's a big boy catch. And that's a first down right there for Honcho.
Yeah, that's huge. And B-Guard must be thinking the same thing that I am because on both of those plays, we saw him cover Kittle, and then it was Thielen, and now it's Jefferson with the big play for the first down.
Yeah, and again, Justin Jefferson with that double me X factor. So if he gets another set of 20-yard completions, he's going to be getting that glow. So we got to see exactly what B-Guard is going to defend here. So once again, tight offense that we see right there. And there's another huge play to George Kittle. Nobody home right there. And that's going to be a touchdown right there. San Francisco 49ers, touchdown, Honcho Hodges, and George Kittle making his name known. Nobody home right there, Philly. I wonder what happened on that play.
Yeah, I mean, right now, it doesn't even look like there was a defender covering him. And if he was on the wrong side of the field because there's no excuse for one of the most dangerous players in the game to be that wide open. But he was, and Honcho is now up 7 with 1:48 left to go in this game.
I mean, this is insane right now. Both players playing some high-octane John Madden football right now. 35-28 as the kick is good by Honcho. And again, we've seen it time and time again. B-Guard gets down. B-Guard starts fighting. Honcho starts responding. Then B-Guard fights again. You know, this is going to be coming right down to the wire. Barn burner action right now as we see B-Guard getting the ball here. 1:48 left in the game. This is pretty much a GOTW drive if B-Guard can pull it together. Let's see what happens right here as he gets down to the 20-yard line. And Philly, you know, this is bomb spaghetti time. Palms are sweaty. You know, what kind of play cards are you calling right now? Again, you're pretty much in the driver's seat if you're B-Guard. Again, you could take the time down, force some overtime. You can score, go full throttle here. Like, what's your mentality right now going into this drive?
Well, I think he's definitely going to try to push those corner routes down the field. As we see the incomplete, but Honcho knows that too. And so he's going to try to force B-Guard to get rid of that ball. He knows Tom Brady's not going anywhere. And B-Guard's going to have to be very careful because he doesn't want to get predictable in some of this play calling and possibly cost himself the game.
Yeah, well said, well said. And again, you see that pressure coming in right there. This time, giving it to Davidson. Haven't heard too much from him in this game. Again, first down right there. Tom Brady, 310, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception right there. And that was that lone pick that was thrown into double routes right there in the same part of the field. But other than that, B-Guard's been very, very sharp as we see Tom Brady taking another snap right here. Looks like going towards decided to go to Davidson right there. Very bad throw by Tom Brady, but maybe that was actually a good thing because that could have got picked off, and that might have been GG's right there, Philly.
Yeah, that was definitely a dangerous throw. We saw excellent user by Honcho. He covered that banana route or C route, whichever you prefer, and force B-guard into the errant throw.
And again, we got to definitely watch the factors here. You see Bosa this time switching it up on the left side right there. Mike Evans, and he drops the football right there. Try to go with that deep out of league, throw it up to Mike Evans one-on-one cover. Or sorry, nobody covering him. Just slightly underthrown, able for Mike Evans to get the animation. And of course, a breakout right there. And again, if you're B-guard, it's definitely got to be frustrating.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a risky throw. I thought he was going to hit that that slant route underneath, but he decided to go for the big play. Wasn't able to come down with it.
And right there, James Cook right there. Big play right there. First down and 10 right there. Getting it done with the red zone scissors play. Again, this is that gun tight wide all formation that has so many options to be man, so many options to be zone if you get the time to. And again, James Cook able to make a gigantic play right there. As we see B-guard going 1st and 10 right here. Gun split close has been his main formation. Don't get it twisted. And as we see Mike Evans pitch and catch right there. High point pass. First down for B-guard. And more hurry up action right here as Tom Brady, again, barking out the orders. B-guard trying to score as quickly as possible. It seems like trying to get the ball back with 3 timeouts left. Let's see what happens here. As Huncho sends the pressure right there. Angle route to Davidson. Takes a big hit right there, and that's going to be the first timeout that we see by B-guard here with the 2nd and 5 right there. And so let's see how it develops. And again, pretty good solid play so far for B-guard, honestly, Philly.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. I think he missed a read there. I think he had his slot receiver open, but muscle memory forced him to throw it down. As we see him again with another corner route, and is he going to go for 2 or is he going to tie it up? Because there's 21 seconds left to go in this game.
Yeah, well said. And that's honestly a decision point. As you see, like you mentioned, corner route right there with Dotson able to come down with it. Looks like Huncho tried to play a little bit of zone drop. Did not get that. And decided to go with the safe option right there. On up, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. 35 all here. 4th quarter, 16 seconds left in the game. And again, this is going to be an interesting decision right there for Huncho. Again, 3 timeouts, so you have plenty of options. The playbook is open, like you mentioned. Kittle has been big. Justin Jefferson has been big. Adam Thielen has been big. I mean, who do you go to at this stage of the game, Philly? Who are you going with?
Well, I think 16 seconds, I mean, that's a lot to ask. Yes, he has all 3 of his timeouts. I think it depends on what he's able to do on this drive, on this down, rather, excuse me. And if not, I think you just go into overtime and then see what you can do there.
Chad, let me know in the chat who are you going with. And looks like Huncho decided to go with Justin Jefferson right there. Big play right there as we see verticals from Gun Bunch. One of the more powerful plays in this game of Madden 23 right there. B-guard looks like he got caught on the safety, trying to ban him up. Unfortunately, it looked like something went wrong. And again, try to change the adjustment at the last minute. And as a result, Justin Jefferson able to make a big play right there down to the 42. Again, chat, who would you go to? Again, 10 seconds left by Huncho Hodges, gun bunch formation. Plenty of options, honestly. It looks like B-guard's trying to send that pressure right here with Thielen in motion. Takes the snap right there. With Justin Herbert, unable to get the ball right there. And again, that was a sack right there, Philly. That might have been overtime.
Yeah, and we talked about it a little bit earlier. We talked about the no huddle, but we also saw Huncho on that big play flip the formation. He caught B-guard slipping with the nickel on the right-hand side. I thought he was going to do it again. He elected to put the receiver in motion, but we know he's going for Kittle because he's thrown the ball to Kittle out of this formation a lot of times.
That time, a little bit wrong on that one. Went to Danny Gray right there again. And first down right there. And they believe that is going to be a GG's pending this kick right there. And, if you're B-guard right now, unfortunately, if this kick is good, I'm wondering if you change the play call on that adjustment right there. Last second play calls, the kick is up and it is good. And that is it right there, folks. 38-35. Came down to the wire, like I mentioned earlier, Philly. With Huncho Hodges coming down with the game-winning kick right there, go-ahead kick.
Yeah.
What did you think overall, man? That was to me, that was a classic game right there. Another great game by Madden Underground Pro League with the Xbox. Let me get your thoughts right now. How are you feeling about that game?
Well, I mean, if I'm B-guard, I'm a little bit upset because even though I thought that Huncho was going to get the ball to Kittle, what we saw him take advantage of the seam. So he was able to take advantage of the seams on that last drive He was able to catch B-Guard out of position on that last drive. And so B-Guard has to be a little bit frustrated that he wasn't able to make some of the adjustments, made it a little bit harder for Honcho to move the ball down the field. But he has to feel good about the fact that he was able to score very quickly. I thought that it was a tremendous game because we saw these offenses get up and down the field. We saw a lot of excellent decisions. We saw a lot of routes. We saw a lot of variety in the offensive attacks. And it did come down to who had the ball last. And so Honcho was able to pull it out. It was a hell of a game. And, there's not a lot that you can say about, what somebody should have done differently to maybe try to win the game.
Yeah, well said. Again, GG's in the chats, folks. That's going to do it right there. Again, Honcho pulling it out by 3 against B-Guard. And once again, Madden Underground, game of the week 14 in the books. Once again, we appreciate you guys coming out and supporting us in the channel. Again, shout out to everybody in the chat. We appreciate you guys' support out as always. And again, my name is Black Phoenix. My guy, Philly Guy. My Philly Guy in the chat right now with the color commentary. And again, if you guys are interested in this league, go ahead and check out MaddenUnderground.com. Once again, MaddenUnderground.com. Make sure to go ahead and sign up for those leagues. Have both Xbox and PlayStation available. And so make sure to go ahead and sign up for that wait list if you're interested in joining. With that being said, last thoughts, Philly Guy, before we get out of here.
Oh, absolutely, man. Look, first of all, it's always a pleasure to be with you on the call. And let me just say that, and this is no shade on Bronco Nation or Charger Nation, but this is definitely the best game on Monday night. I promise you, you will not see this on Monday Night Football. You will not see these two high-octane offenses on Monday Night Football. The only place you're ever going to get a chance to catch that is right here at Madden Underground, game of the week, Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the San Francisco 49ers, who actually are in Santa Clara, for those of you that are in the know. It's a beautiful game, hell of a game. I'm glad I was a part of it. Can't wait to do it again next week.
Yes, sir. Again, check us out every Monday, game of the week. For myself and Black Phoenix, Philly Guy, Brian James, and Snipes on the 1s and 2s right there in the background. We'll catch you guys later. Thanks for coming out, you guys. Have a good night. See ya.